You want to start us?
Yeah, let
This
me
is your
kick us
thing.
off. All right, so this is our extra pod for this week, and what we are doing in honor of our 20th
Woo!
correction perfection.
All right, let's
Greg
hear
and
it.
I have watched and gone through and corrected a ton of terrible movies at this point.
Yes.
We are going to go back through
Oh,
the 20
This
that we
is
have
torture.
done so far on YouTube,
yeah.
and then we are going to rank our bottom 5. So these are our 5
Yeah.
worst.
Worst. I wrote Greg's Garbage 5.
I wrote
on
just
mine.
bottom 5.
Bottom 5.
Bottom 5. So here's
All
but
right,
the deal with this.
do it.
People can get confused.
Yeah.
Number 1 on the bottom 5 is
Wait.
the worst possible spot.
It is?
That's the
Oh,
way
so,
we're
so
going to
number
do
one.
it.
So 5 is the
This
best.
This is the worst
the
of the
worst.
worst. 5 is the best.
Best of the worst.
worst.
1 is the worst
1
of
is
the
the
worst.
worst of the worst. So you don't want to be number 1.
Don't want to be number
Don't-
1. It's
and
the loneliest
so
number.
basically, we are going to
Ooh,
keep...
loneliest number. Did you see the Carnage trailer today?
I did not.
It wasn't that good.
No,
No.
that's
but,
disappointing.
yeah, well,
I'll
they
have to
played
check
the
it out
one
then.
is the loneliest number in the world song during it.
Ah,
And it's
okay.
just- that's what made me think of it.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry. Go on.
So
Tangent.
basically,
yeah.
what we're going to do then is Greg will have his sheet, I will have mine.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
as we go through more and more corrections, we will determine if it makes that list.
Great.
And the reason that I thought of this
Yeah.
was not just because it was the 20th, but because New Mutants was so
Oh,
bad.
So bad.
I actually asked myself the question of, like, is this
that the worst one?
that I have
Yeah, and
ever
I'm still asking myself
corrected?
that
I'm
question.
asking myself and looking back on this. So we're going to
Yeah.
quickly, I'm going to go through our 20.
Yeah, so for those of you guys watching us on YouTube and actually seeing us podcast, we have our list up here on the wall. And even if you're watching us, you might not be able to see it because
Right.
it's kind of far away. And we are poor podcasters. We don't have 2 cameras.
Nope.
So if you want to become a Patreon supporter and give us money, then maybe we could buy a second camera and you guys could see the list we're looking at.
So there's that.
We'll read for you, though,
We're going to
because
read
we like
through
you
them.
so much.
So
All right.
these are not necessarily in order, but
No.
going through, we
That-
have...
that's because
That's because
I
Greg
didn't know
can't
how
get
to
them in order.
read.
They were going to be in order,
They
and then
were in
Greg
order.
can't read.
Well, I remember because we remember our mistakes.
Do you know where it was?
I do.
Oh, okay.
So
all right. So I'm gonna. Then they are gonna be in order. You're
Okay.
gonna interrupt me. When
I'll
I get
interrupt
to
you
the
when
one.
you're supposed to put in
So
Spider-Man
the
3.
first one we ever did was Justice
Yeah,
League.
Justice League. What a good way to start,
That was
man.
fun. That was so fun when we were on Zoom.
Oh,
It was
that was
terrible.
not a good way to start.
Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver
But
Surfer.
yeah,
Suicide Squad.
great,
Green Lantern.
best movie.
Iron Man 3.
Oh wait, all right, this is where it is.
This is where it is.
Yep, this is where it is.
So Spider-Man 3 then
Yeah.
comes next.
Yep.
Force Awakens.
Ooh.
Wonder Woman 1984.
Ooh.
Last Jedi.
All right.
Rise of Skywalker.
Oh,
X-Men Last Stand.
just threw up in my mouth.
Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance.
Well, I just swallowed the throat,
X-Men Origins Wolverine.
and now I've regenerated.
X-Men Apocalypse. Snyder Cut.
Oh,
Now here, Two
ah,
Perfections.
2 perfections.
These are automatically out.
Yeah, they're out.
definitely out right
Jesus
away. But
Christ,
they are
I'm not even thinking
perfections.
about them.
Dark Knight
Oh,
and then Dark Knight Rises.
yeah, and for our podcast listeners, Batman Begins is in there too because we did that. So if you're not listening on podcast, go listen there if you want to hear our Batman
Check it
Begins
out if
one.
you missed Batman Begins.
Yeah, we were in life flux at that point, so
We
it
were in
didn't
life
get up on
flux.
YouTube.
Yeah, and
It's still sitting on my computer, and one day I hope to put it up on YouTube. But
we
for
had
right
also
now, it's
done
not there.
so many at that point. We
Yeah.
needed a palette cleanser.
Yes.
We had to recalibrate.
Amen. All right.
Then X-Men Dark Phoenix.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat 2021. And then New Mutants, which is just coming out this week. Okay. So Greg,
Yeah.
our job
This is tough.
here, and this is what I'm thinking. Here's the
Yeah, how are we going to
challenge.
do it? What's the
Um,
challenge? There's a challenge?
You know what?
All
I'm
of
going to
them.
change this. I'm going
Okay.
to change this.
Okay.
These are your personal bottom 5. I
Yeah.
initially was going to say take out the emotion, take out your personal perspective.
I can't do
I'm
that.
changing that.
Good.
I'm changing that. This
Emotions
is
are healthy.
your personal bottom 5,
Yeah.
and you're going to explain why.
Why?
Okay?
Okay.
Because there are ones up here that I bet people are going to look at, and we've already talked about how they may not agree that they were corrections.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
not.
yeah, for sure.
But you and I have definitely vehemently foamed at the mouth over some of these on
true.
our own. And so we're going to have definitely some differences in our bottom 5, and I'm going to be looking forward to digging into
Man,
it.
it's so tough, man.
Yeah, so
and
we're
we're
gonna
doing this real
start-
time, so
we're
we have
doing it
not
real time.
we have
We're digging
not
into
actually
it.
prepped this at
Have
all.
not prepped at all.
So
But
you're in for a
we're
treat.
going to start with 5 and work our way up to 1.
Okay, so
Okay.
we're starting with the best of the worst.
The best of the worst. Yeah. This is the best of the worst. My gosh.
Man.
And it's really hard because you have to think of your
Well,
5.
but it's not. Here's the thing, though. It's not. Yeah, it's not the best of the worst. It's the best of the 5 worst that are on this list.
We might not be able to do this in reverse order. I don't know if I can.
You know. Okay, let's go with the worst of the worst. Let's start with our worst and work our way back.
I don't know if I can do that either. I might need to eliminate some. This is
Well, we
really
can eliminate the Dark Knight
Well,
and the Dark Knight Rises. Easy.
This
Now
is
what we
hard.
got 18.
This is hard, man.
Okay,
I'm
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna start.
I'm gonna start us out.
5. Your
All right,
bottom,
so
your-
number
This is
5.
your best of your worst.
This is the best of my worst.
Okay, number 5 for
Um,
you.
X-Men Apocalypse.
Wow.
I'm gonna go ahead and say
Made
it.
the list.
X-Men Apocalypse
Made
made
the
the list.
list.
It was bad.
I don't even know if that's making my top 5, my bottom 5.
So you think it's better than even
I
your
think
bottom
it's better
5?
than my bottom 5.
Well,
for,
for
me,
my number
but
5,
just for me.
I'm gonna write down X-Men Apocalypse because it was trash.
Yeah, it was
I-
hot
Both
garbage.
times. So the first time I watched it,
You are so. But here's the thing. I'm actually not that surprised by yours because you're so.
I'm a big
vehemently-
Marvel fan
But
and
it's
X-Men
not just
fan.
for X-Men.
Yeah,
you are
man.
so upset
Ugh.
with the
Well,
X-Men. I don't
and
blame you.
X-Men
Yeah,
Apocalypse.
I don't blame you.
X-Men Apocalypse is my favorite. Age of Apocalypse is my favorite X-Men run ever
Wow. Yeah,
of all
that's
times.
That's gonna. Do it.
So,
That's
but
gonna do it.
but X-Men Apocalypse did still have some good performances by James McAvoy and by Michael Fassbender, and even Oscar Isaac was okay in it, but like there were still some good aspects of it, even though it was trash.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
almost stopped watching it the 2 times I watched it. When I first watched it, when it first came out, I almost stopped. I couldn't. Second time, I was willing to stop, but I had to do it for the fans,
Yeah.
and so I had to watch it.
I think I know.
So I'm gonna put that as number 5.
I think I know my 5. My issue is gonna be ordering them. That's where I'm at right now. I think
Oh, you
I know
figured
my
out
5.
all your
I
5
think
already?
I know my 5.
Gee
I think
whiz.
I know my 5. Well, here's what I had to do because if I'm
Yeah.
going to put them in order, I need to know my 5 that are like worse than anybody else. And to get there, I needed to know to then get my 5, I need to know that first.
It makes sense. It makes
All right,
sense.
All right, I think I got my 5.
All right, what's your number 5, man?
My number
Your
5.
number 5.
Yep. My number 5 is Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance.
Ooh, that one's on my list too.
That's my number 5. My number 5 is
Okay,
Ghost
why? I mean, I'm gonna have to. I'm
So-
gonna have to personally write and tell Nicolas Cage that you've done this to him.
I know.
But-
I know. So here's the deal. Here's the
Yeah.
deal. Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance is a terrible movie. It is
So bad.
so bad. However, I personally have more against some of the other movies.
Yeah.
Like the ones that are in my top 3, I personally feel upset about.
You've been personally attacked
I
by
feel
those movies.
personally attacked by those
All right,
movies.
all right.
So, like,
you think-
Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance, I have nothing personally against. It is just one of the worst movies up there.
Would you
Like,
say?
I actually would say it's a worse movie than my 3, except for my personal feelings about, like, my top 3.
Okay. All right.
Like, it is just, yeah.
Would you
Yeah.
say? Would you say it's the worst Nicolas Cage movie you've ever seen?
It's hard.
That's
It's
a tough
hard
one, right?
question.
That's a
Yeah.
tough one. I don't know. Yeah, that's something to chew on for a little bit. All right, let's see. Next, number 4. Man,
Yeah, that took me down.
okay, I've
I'm thinking
got.
this now. I'm seeing more of what I'm getting at now.
All right, I've got my
Yeah.
next. I've got. I've
My
got.
top
I think.
3 are.
I think
gonna
I've
be
got
hard.
it. I
My
think I've got
3 are gonna
everything.
be hard.
I think I've got all of it.
You've got.
I think I've got them all.
Okay, give me your 4.
So number 4, Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Spider-Man 3,
That
because
makes
it's
sense.
still again
Yeah, that's for you.
still some fun stuff. It was cool to see Venom, even though they ruined him. He still looked pretty cool. Sandman was great,
Yep.
even though they completely botched his backstory and made him kill Uncle Ben, and I'll never forgive them for that because
Sure.
he didn't do it.
Didn't do it.
But it was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad, but there are worse.
There are worse, but it's,
Emo Spider-Man will haunt
Emo
my
Spider-Man.
dreams forever.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Spider-Man 3, I think, is my number 4.
Yeah. That's a personal attack.
It is a personal
Yo,
jab.
I think yours and mine. I don't think yours and mine are gonna have a lot of crossover.
No,
I
yeah,
really don't.
ooh,
I really
good.
Don't.
Well, that's good because
so
we are different.
positioning wise, they're also definitely gonna be different.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right, what's your next one? What's your number 4?
New Mutants.
Really, that
Mutants is
low?
4. Yeah. Because
You
I
were-
have personal issues against my top 3.
I got you.
personal
I got
issues.
you. But this
New
one hurts you
Mutants,
pretty bad for
this
no
one was
personal attachment.
Not for personal attachment.
Yeah.
This is so. Here's my answer on New Mutants.
Yeah.
This is the worst movie up there. Had it not been for my personal attachments to the other ones, had
Okay.
it not been for my personal issues with the other 3, this is the worst movie up here.
Yeah, you
This
know what?
is like just rating wise, movie structure, acting, everything. This is just the worst movie up here.
I'm gonna say that our number 1 might be the same.
I doubt it.
I'm just gonna say it right out there. Our number 1 might be the same. It might very well be the same.
I don't think so. I really don't think our.
You're gonna. We'll see. We'll see. It might very well be the same. Well, unless it's the other one, then I think it might be. For you.
Yeah, I see. This
I think
is
it
the
might be
issue.
the other one
yours,
for you.
Yours and
I think
mine.
it might be the other
Your
one
and mine.
because you added the personal thing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's what you personally feel.
Nah, but
is
one of
the
them.
worst for
We're gonna
you.
be real close.
You might be right.
I think
All
we're gonna
right,
be real
go
close.
with your number
All right.
3.
All right. So my number 3.
I got my number 3 too. Yeah.
Yeah. My number 3 is Green Lantern.
Wow, making the cut with Green Lantern. Green Lantern
Dude,
doesn't
what
even
a
make my cut.
waste! What a waste of Ryan Reynolds.
It is a waste.
And Squid Dude.
Yeah.
Squid Dude.
I hear you.
Squid Dude.
I hear you. I hear you.
Unfinished Squid Dude.
Yeah, I hear you.
And then finished Squid Dude.
And then
neither
finished
of which are
makes
good.
No sense. I hear you. Green Lantern was knocking on the door of my bottom 5.
Yeah, especially 'cause it's a
Green Lantern was
DC film.
knocking. It was I just I can't get past these other 3. I just
I know.
can't.
There's
Like,
definitely there's bad
the
ones up
problem
there,
is
but
these 2
yeah.
just like here if I had to sit down and I had I'm thinking if I had to sit down
Yeah.
and watch a movie, would I watch Green Lantern or would I watch
Oh,
Ghost
the other.
Rider Spirit of Vengeance? I would watch Green Lantern. I would not watch Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance.
I don't know, man.
I wouldn't. I
I might
There's
just
nothing there for me. There's nothing there.
the novelty of Nick Cage.
Sure, the novelty of Nick Cage.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that even can't
That's it.
out.
Even
that's
that.
I can't
Even
out.
that.
There's more in Green
Yeah.
Lantern from a story perspective than there
yeah,
is
that's
from
true.
Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance.
That's true.
100%.
I got you. All
like
right.
a New Mutants, it's not even a comparison. It's not
Oh.
even a comparison.
Oh.
All day, every day,
It's
Green
gross.
Lantern I would watch over New Mutants.
Yeah, it's true. Okay.
Number 3.
All right, number 3 for you. What you got?
It's Iron Man 3.
I
It's Iron Man
I
3.
actually, I knew that was going to be in your top 3. I knew it because you get so I find it humorous that you get so angry about that particular movie because if you look up there, and this is why
I know.
again it's the
I know.
personal thing.
It's personal.
It's the
man.
personal because if you look up there, that's probably the best crafted besides the Perfections. That's
Oh,
probably
yeah.
the best crafted movie
course.
up there.
Of course.
But
I hate
it's
it.
so
I
bad.
hate it.
Well, are you excited for Shang-Chi?
I am
And the
excited
real
for Shang-Chi.
Mandarin
Yes,
with the 10
I am
rings?
very excited about that.
Yeah,
I'm
so
very
excited to see
about
Mandarin get
That is what
Mandarin's
I
getting
cannot
justice, man.
Wait
Yo,
to
I-
see that.
I
it's
hope-
nothing against. It's nothing against that. It's against the fact that was a made-up movie. That movie made no. It's a completely made-up movie.
Yeah.
The villains are dragons. They are dragons,
That's
Greg.
dragon
This
people.
is
Dragon
people.
people.
I
Even
cannot.
better.
I
No.
cannot.
You're telling me that you don't want to sit down and watch a movie where Guy Pearce is a
No.
dragon man?
No, I
He's
don't.
a dragon man.
I don't care. I
Yeah.
don't. It's so bad. It's so bad. They ruin literally one of the greatest villains. I can't believe you're not more mad about
Oh, no,
it. As
I
a
am.
Marvel fan,
Well,
I
I think
cannot believe it's one of the greatest villains.
Yeah.
It is the quintessential
Iron
Man
Man
villain.
Yeah, I
And
think
it is one of the greatest villains in all of comics.
I think I'm
in
less
all of
mad.
comics.
I think I'm less mad because I know because they recognize their mistake and they're correcting. They're doing our
yeah, but I
job.
don't.
I'm
I don't
excited
care.
for
It's
that.
but like I look at
I
the
know.
movie
I
as
still
a
liked it, though.
individual movie.
I
hate
know.
it.
I still
hate
had
it
fun.
more than anything.
I still had fun. Well,
I can't.
Carly-
I can't.
Carly
Iron
and I will
Patriot
enjoy-
looks terrible.
Carly and I will
it's
enjoy Iron
like,
Man 3.
Also, the ridiculousness of him hanging and electrocuting their arms together.
That was sick! That was such a
be
great-
ripped out of their sockets.
Yes, they
would
were
all
ripped out of
be
their
dead.
sockets. No, that doesn't kill you.
They
Have you
would
ever gotten your
all-
arm ripped out of your socket? I mean, not in that sense, but
Greg,
you
have to
dislocate
understand
your
the
arm.
amount of force.
That was so cool.
The amount of force.
I don't care.
They
It was
electrocuted
cool.
their arms
This
together.
suspend
Both of their
disbelief.
arms
It
would
was
be
so
ripped
much
off.
fun.
They would be ripped
I
off
don't
their
care.
bodies.
That would be funny to watch,
No,
though.
I hate it.
If you would have grabbed him and just doing their arms torn
Right.
off.
Their arms
And
would be
he's like,
torn off
"Yeah,
their
there's
bodies.
There's a PR nightmare.
Right. Their arms would be destroyed.
No, man, but it was so cool. No, because he
I just don't.
he matched their falling velocity in
No,
order
he
to. Yes, he
No, he
did.
didn't.
He's Iron.
No, he didn't.
All right,
This
number
is the
2.
worst movie.
Number
Ben
2.
Kingsley deserved better. He should have just been the Mandarin.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Number
won't,
2.
I won't disagree with that.
Hit me with your number 2.
New Mutants.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm not surprised that that's that high. Not at all.
Yeah, New Mutants.
I'm not surprised at all. You got two,
it hurt my
two
soul.
mutants in there. 2 mutants in there. I respect that.
I do.
I respect that a lot.
New
Yep.
Mutants hurt my soul.
Yep.
I would love to see a New Mutants movie.
Yep.
I haven't yet.
Yeah.
I haven't seen one yet.
Yeah.
I've seen garbage with
Yeah.
the name New Mutants slapped on it.
Sure. Sure.
But that's not passable for a true fan.
I agree
It's
with
not
you.
passable.
I agree
So
with you.
New Mutants up there
I'm-
for number 2. And if you, I'm not even gonna give my
Two's
explanation.
respectable. Two's a respectable.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
number
give my
for that,
explanation because you also just listened to our previous episode.
Yep.
We just talked about it, and it was bad.
Yep.
It was real bad.
I'm with you.
All right, what do you got for number
I'm
2,
with
man?
you.
What's your number
I
2?
am struggling with this.
Ooh,
Beyond
you're 1-2?
struggle.
You're
My
1-2?
1-2 is so close.
I knew my 1.
My
I know my
1-2
1.
is so
I think I know
close.
what you're struggling between.
My. I'm sure you do.
I'm gonna see if
there's
I-
Not,
I got
I-
it in my head.
there's not.
I'm gonna
It's not
see
that
if
hard
it's
for
right.
you to probably figure this one out.
Well, there are a few up there, but I think I know.
I'm gonna make this my 2.
Make
I'm gonna
your
make this my
stand,
2.
man.
I'm
Make
gonna-
your
I have to.
stand.
I have to.
What are you saying?
Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, that's what yeah. That I know. I knew it, man. I knew it. I knew it,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
This is like one of those things that it ruined.
Oh, it's so bad.
It's not even just
They've
that the
been trying
film
to
by
fix it.
itself. Like you and I have said,
Ah.
it's not even just that the film by itself
Yeah.
is bad.
Right.
It ruined
Yep.
an entire
Yes.
saga.
The entire
I don't know how
Skywalker
you-
lineage.
How you do
Yeah.
that? Like that is how you allow that to happen is
Ugh.
immeasurable.
You know, I'll never.
Immeasurable.
I never thought I'd say I wish George
Which
Lucas
is
would
why
have
I'm like I am so close to putting that as my
I
number
know.
1. I
I
am
know.
so close, but I can't.
I know. I know.
But it is it is
It's so bad.
firmly locked in
So
at number 2. I don't even
bad.
because you would have to you would have to literally build up a series
Yeah.
to end it to be destroyed
Yeah.
by the last film
Yeah.
to replace this as number 2.
Yeah.
That would be insane.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, thankfully.
That would be here. You know what this would be? You know what? Here's what it would be.
Yeah.
Here's what it would be.
What would it be?
I love Dune.
Yes.
It is. You know, it's my favorite.
Dune is
novel.
great.
It is my favorite novel. It's my favorite series. I've
Yes.
read all the Dune books.
Yeah.
There are a lot of Dune books out there. I've
Yeah.
read them all. I love them. I dig into them. It would be like doing all of the Dune books, the original
Right,
Dunes,
right.
and getting to the final one.
Don't spoil it for me.
I'm not going to say anything.
All
I'm
right.
not going to say anything.
I
But I'm
haven't read
saying
them yet.
every one of them cinematic classics.
Yeah,
amazing,
right.
amazing. And then 7
Yeah.
or 8, however they split it, 7, 8, however they want to do that, they botch it.
Yep.
That would be the only thing I would be like, well, I'm gonna die now. I can go home.
Yeah.
I can go home.
It would be like-
take me away.
It would be
Father.
like Lord of the Rings ends with
Right.
Sauron coming back and killing everyone. It's like,
it's an interesting ending. No, it wouldn't even be that. Like it would be like
stop it. You're not that you Mr. Empire over here. You're
No,
like,
no,
oh
but-
yeah, I want to have the Dark Lord come back.
I'm just saying. I'm saying it would have to like
Right.
literally
ruin everything else.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's firmly entrenched at number 2.
I hear
Like
ya.
the gap between 2 and 3 is immeasurable.
Oh,
That's the
100%.
Grand Canyon.
Yep, 100%.
That's the Grand
Agreed.
Canyon. Yeah.
Agreed. Because I would still watch Well, maybe not. Well, I probably wouldn't watch any of these.
I wouldn't watch any of these again. I wouldn't watch any of these again.
All right, man. We're at the top.
No,
we're at the top of Garbage Mountain, man. Yeah. Here we are.
Here's a fun one.
Here we are.
Let's guess each other's number one.
I know yours.
I know you know it.
I know yours because it was between those two. It was between the number two. I literally had your top two in my head.
I think your number one is Rise of Skywalker.
I think your number one is Snyder Cut.
No.
What?
You're wrong.
I'm wrong?
You're wrong.
Hold on. Let me look up there again.
What are you talking about? You're wrong. There's something worse up there than Snyder Cut.
What?
Yeah, dude.
All right. Well,
you're
right.
Am I right? Yeah.
You're right. It's Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
And I don't know how anything other than I was thinking personal.
Yeah. This is more personal.
George Clooney's Batman's not up there.
Well, yeah, I know.
We haven't done that one yet.
It's just the Justice League.
Well, I thought your anger for Snyder over. All right.
No.
All right. Well, I was close.
It was close.
It's the same movie, just longer.
No,
it's not.
It's
not.
not.
It's better.
That's the thing.
It's better. You're right. It's better.
Snyder did enough to get outside of my top 5 with his cut.
Right, but I thought
Justice League
the anger that you were never going to see any more of it.
Justice
would have
League
put
created
that out.
all of this problem.
That's true. If it wasn't for
the Justice League,
that's
we
right.
wouldn't even be dealing with that.
All right.
Do you know how long? Here's the thing. Rise of Skywalker ruined a saga. How long have we been talking about this one cut of the Justice League?
Yeah, it's what started the podcast.
It literally started our podcast.
Yeah,
it is the thing you and I united around.
Yeah, it's true.
It is also the thing that has continued to come up and continued to be talked about over the entire course of our podcast.
Did you see the Green Lantern stuff?
We have had over 50 episodes, and we have been still talking about Justice League.
Yeah.
That is why it's number one.
Did you see the Green Lantern stuff that just came out recently?
No.
It's about what was going to be in Justice League.
That's what I'm talking about. Listen, this is the worst because we have never stopped talking about it.
That's true.
It's true. It was the epitome of our podcast. It was the start of it.
Yeah.
And it did we wouldn't have a Snyder Cut had they done this right first.
That's
had
true.
This not been
had that
so
been
terrible,
just the Snyder Cut.
had it just been better, we would never have been in this position. I agree. Had that just been what Snyder wanted in the initial one, we wouldn't even be having this discussion.
Right. It would be fine.
It would be fine. I wouldn't have an issue.
Right. Yeah. All right. See that? Yeah, and the way we're different is that I can still watch Justice League and be somewhat entertained.
Absolutely not.
Even though it's terrible.
Not.
I can still sit and at least enjoy a little bit of it. You got it? So you have to see this. I'm going to shout out a channel here. There's a channel called Quarter Crew.
Okay.
And they're VFX artists from California.
Yeah.
And they do a whole bunch of different stuff, but they did this whole video. I got to show you it. It's called Release the Mustache Cut.
Oh my gosh.
And they re-put Henry Cavill's mustache on in all the scenes of Justice League because they're like, we should just have the mustache cut.
Sure.
Just
have it. Just let it go.
It's a cultural phenomenon, man. Everybody talks
is
about it.
Like we talk like you're exactly right.
Everybody talks about
Everybody
it. Whether
talks
it's good or
about
bad,
Justice
it's all
League.
over the place.
It's constant.
Yeah, well.
It's constant. We can never and here's the biggest problem.
Yeah.
Because that is the case.
Yeah.
We will never actually get a good Justice League cut. Like a good movie.
Maybe in like 10 years.
10, 15 years.
Yeah, maybe in like 10 years.
Do you understand? That has destroyed. Like, at least with Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, we get the Mandalorian.
We get the Mandalorian. We're getting the Bad Batch.
We've got Kenobi.
We get Kenobi. We've got all these things that are coming out that are good. We're not getting anything good from this, Greg.
That's true.
There's no good to come from this.
Yeah. The best thing that came from it was the Snyder Cut. And that doesn't amount to anything.
And that means nothing, right? So, that is my justification for putting Justice League at number one.
I like it.
I think it's a good justification.
I like it.
But I struggled here. I
did
struggle with Rise
tough.
of Skywalker. But
they're all bad.
Is the similar comparison between, like, We nonstop are talking about how terrible this is.
True.
It's releasing multiple cuts. It's been constant with Justice League.
Yeah,
Rise of Skywalker destroyed his saga.
Yeah,
There
true.
is a massive. I'm gonna actually just do this. I'm gonna do a massive. There's a river.
You're
There's
putting a
river.
line between 1 and 2, or 2
1
and 3.
and 2 are in a.
They're in their own
league.
A league of their own.
They're a league of their
A
own.
league of their own.
3, 4, 5.
There's no
cannot
crying and
touch.
corrections.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right. They
that's
can't
right.
even. 3, 4, and 5 can't touch 1 and 2.
I agree.
Yeah.
So here's to 20 more.
Here's the 20 more.
Oh, we'll do this again.
You know, we only have 2 crossover, and they're neither in their own position. That is wonderful. I like it.
Yeah, that's true. But we know we'll never watch those movies again. All right, thanks, Legion fans, for listening and enjoy your
Keep an
extra
eye out.
pod.
Keep an eye out. Make some recommendations.
Yeah,
Drop
leave in the
some of
comments.
what you want to see us correct.
Yeah.
And maybe they will make our bottom 5.
Yeah, and maybe we'll cry about them.
Yeah.
I know I will.
Yeah. Thanks for listening to the Legion of Comic Correction. Don't forget to check out our other episodes streaming everywhere you listen to podcasts. We're also on the major social platforms like Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Just search Legion of Comic Correction.
That's right. And make sure to check out our Patreon for exclusive supporter specials at patreon.com/Legion of CC. New episodes come out every Monday.
And Wednesdays.
No, just Mondays.
And Wednesdays?
I don't think we can do Wednesdays.
We can do Wednesdays.
All right, Mondays and Wednesdays. We'll see you guys next week. Same time, same place, same Legion.